Hello, I'm Alexander Cross, criminal attorney here in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you've been accused of having committed a crime, be sure to give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. But if you'd like to learn more about criminal defense, be sure to give us a subscribe to our channel, Alexander Cross. Let's see here. So I have a question here that we got at our channel. Let's see. My son is being accused of having committed a robbery. It's his first offense. But he ran from the police, but was captured. The others who committed the crime with him escaped. What could happen? Well, first of all, let's go into the robbery aspect, because it could be robbery of first degree, it could be robbery of second degree. If it's a second degree robbery, which would be a violation of Penal Code Section 211, it's a felony that carries up to 5 years in state prison. If we're talking about a first degree robbery, that's a violation of Penal Code Section 212.5. That carries up to 6 years in state prison. Now, I'm assuming that the kid is an adult. If he was a minor, well, then this would be a little bit different. But assuming he's an adult. Now, it says right here that he escaped from, well, he ran from the police, but he was detained. Well, first of all, running from the police, that is generally considered a misdemeanor. It's a form of obstruction of justice, a violation of Penal Code Section 148, parentheses A, parentheses 1, carries up to 1 year in county jail. Also, it mentions that other people committed the offense with the kid, but they escaped. Well, there, that tells me that he could be charged with a conspiracy, which would be a violation of Penal Code Section 182 that generally speaking carries up to 3 years of state prison. So he's looking at a potential 3 years for the conspiracy, 1 year for running for the police, and anywhere from 5 to 6 years, depending. These are the max numbers, obviously, for the robbery. So in a situation like this, what generally happens is after the person is arrested, or sometimes at the same time the person is being arrested, they will get the victim and witnesses, and they will put pictures in front of the victim and witnesses. And it's usually 6 pictures of similar looking people, and they'll interview these people separately to make sure they're not lying. They'll say, hey, point out the person who committed the offense, or who do you identify? And then let's say hypothetically, the victim identifies, the kid, and then let's say a couple of the witnesses identify the kid, and they find the kid, a half mile away from the incident or whatever. Well, that would look pretty bad, because if you have separate witnesses who don't know each other, who didn't have a chance to talk to each other, identify the same person, well, then we definitely have a situation where the DA may have their case cut out for them. So in a situation like that, sometimes it may be worth talking to the defendant. Now, the defendant should never talk to the police, but sometimes it'd be worth talking to the defendant and the DA, for the defense attorney, to talk to the defendant and the DA to potentially discuss a potential proffer interview. Seeing that his 2 buddies escaped, in a proffer interview, if it looks like his goose is cooked, if it looks like he's definitely going to be convicted of the offense, in a proffer interview, he may be able to spill the beans on the identities of the other people. In many instances, when one of the people who was accused spills the beans on the identities of the other people, sometimes the accused can get a much better deal. Obviously, you only do this in a situation where you know 100%, with 100% certainty that the person will lose a trial because he was videotaped doing it, and the witnesses identified him, he admitted to doing it. Once it's undisputed, there's no question that he's going to be convicted. Then at that point, you're backed into a corner. Probably worth doing a proffer interview, and it may be worth basically throwing somebody else under the bus so that you don't have to suffer a pretty serious sentence. In either case, if you'd like to learn more about criminal cases here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Alexander Cross. But if you have been accused of having committed a crime and you need representation in court, be sure to give us a call at 1-800 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. San Francisco Bay Area Criminal Defense. Have a good day.